YouTube, why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be. I would have just played the clip, but then the video would have gotten copyright claimed like last time. Oh my god, YouTube is driving me nuts lately. I'm sure you guys have heard the news of all the stupid, idiotic things YouTube has been doing lately with their new guidelines and the crap they've been doing to people's monetization systems. But what's amazing is I was already really mad at YouTube before they did this stuff. So, look, this recent new monetization system is terrible, by the way. This recent new change is terrible. And I'm going to talk about that, but there was already stuff I wanted to talk about, because YouTube is pissing me the heck off right now. I mean, geez Louise, I cannot believe just how dumb and insulting and bullying YouTube can be. It's unbelievable how much they do not give a rat's ass about their own creators. I'm starting to think YouTube doesn't even like its own creators. Like, they resent them for some reason. Like, I cannot think of any other explanation for some of the imbecilic changes that YouTube has done, or some of the idiotic new things YouTube has implemented, or the way they treat us. It's unbelievable. And one of the reasons, that this kind of stuff bothers me so much is because I really honestly love being a YouTuber. I love my community. I love my audience so much, and I love to obviously a lot of my videos are hard work, but I love getting it out there and seeing how much people enjoy it all. And so it's something I want to keep doing. Like, I'm not going to quit anytime soon. I love my job in a lot of ways, but it's like working at your dream job and having the most idiotic, mean, out of touch boss you've ever had. Ugh. Okay. So why am I so upset? Well, let's start with the biggest thing I'm mad at YouTube for. As I'm sure all you guys know, I do a series called Every Mythical Inaccuracy In. And ever since I put up the Hercules video, the most requested thing was every mythical inaccuracy in God of War. So I made that, and it took a while. It took a lot longer than the Hercules video, because it takes a lot longer to go through video game footage than it does movie footage. But I made it, and I put it up, and everything was great for a long time, because since it was a game, I didn't have to worry about copyright crap. Santa Monica Studios is very nice about stuff like that. They're not like Nintendo, and they're not like Hollywood, who go around copyright claiming everything. So I thought, my god, yes, I have this video up, and it was wildly successful. It was wonderful. The video got over 700,000 views in the first 30 days. Thank you guys so much for that. And at the time of this stupid incident, it was at nearly 2 million. This was an important video for the channel. This was the second most successful video on the entire channel. It was one of the main things drawing in new people to the channel. And not only that, it was doing something the Hercules video didn't do. It drove traffic to all the other God of War videos. That's why I made inaccuracy videos for every other God of War game. Obviously, I'm not done with the whole series, but I was working on them all because people kept asking for more. People were like, oh my god, do God of War 2, do God of War 3, do the spin-off games. And it was great. It was so good for the channel's growth, and everyone was having a great time with it. It was one of the main things, making money, which made it easier to fund the game I'm working on. Everything was going great. It was getting like 10,000 views a day. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, this video, which has been all clear and had no problems at all for 4 months straight, suddenly, just completely out of the blue, gets age-restricted and demonetized by YouTube. And I didn't even, receive a big announcement about it. If I hadn't been browsing my things, I don't even think I would have noticed it. Just out of nowhere, age-restricted and demonetized. And you want to hear why? It was actually 2 different reasons. There are actually 2 different, it says plus 1 more on the thing. So one of the reasons is, get this, frequent use of profanity. That's really funny considering I don't swear once in the entire video. Where's the profanity? And the other reason really baffled me. the other reason was promoting self-harm and words I'm not sure I'm not allowed to use on YouTube. Promoting unaliving yourself, I guess, is the word I'm allowed to use. So this video where I point out the inaccuracies in a video game is apparently promoting trying to off yourself. How? Like, first of all, it's unbelievable because you know it's got to be something in the game footage. I don't think me pointing out inaccuracies is doing anything like that. But what's amazing is there are still a lot of full walkthroughs of the entire game on YouTube which are not demonetized or age restricted. So if the entire game is okay, why are segments of it not okay? That doesn't make any sense, YouTube. But of course, when you really... one thing I found out over time was apparently it might be the scene in the opening where Kratos, like, jumps off a cliff. I was wondering, well, why was that okay before, but it's not okay now? And someone said, oh, apparently they turned that into a meme recently. And, you know, the higher-ups at YouTube have no idea how memes work, so they think people are gonna see that and go, ah! Oh my god, my kids are actually gonna go jump off a cliff. Like, come on, how out of touch do you have to be? And there's a few reasons why it's even more ridiculous. One, I show a very small segment of that, and two, I don't even play the audio of that in the video or show the subtitles. It's literally just that segment's only there because it's the first showing of Kratos in the game, and I'm talking about Kratos from Mythology during that point, and in the video, I talk over the entirety of it, and little images pop up over it. You can barely even make out what's going on. But, you know, you're probably thinking, no, listen, Mythology guy, you don't understand. Even though this is an animation of a not real person who dives over a cliff and doesn't even successfully unalive himself, that's still unacceptable. You cannot show an animated character attempting to unalive themselves by jumping off something, ever. That should always be age-restricted to ages 18 and up. Is that so? Well, imaginary person, or YouTube in general, then I guess that means The Incredibles needs to be R-rated now, because I don't know if you can recall, but there's a scene in that animated movie where a man jumps off a building in a direct attempt to off himself. And of course he doesn't successfully do it, but neither did Kratos. So if it's R-rated in like on YouTube for God of War, why isn't it R-rated in The Incredibles? Why is that movie rated PG, huh? Why wasn't that an R-rated movie? That's a much more, like, for sure, like, unaliving yourself attempt. I hate that I have to say that, but YouTube is stupid. I have to say it that way. But... and that movie is even rentable on YouTube and still considered, like, not, like, R-rated on YouTube. You can watch the clip on YouTube and it's not R-rated. You know what else you can watch? The scene from Twilight where Bella literally jumps off a cliff in an attempt to harm herself to get a guy's attention. Great message, by the way, Twilight. And that clip is viewable on YouTube, not age-restricted or demonetized. So what the hell, YouTube? That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what is even more insulting? I appealed this decision because I thought any human being can look at this and see how ridiculous YouTube is being, and they'll remonetize it right away. So I appeal the decision. This is a video that's about 20 minutes long, keep in mind, and I swear, less than 1 minute later, my appeal is rejected. In less than a minute, I get a follow-up email saying, we have carefully examined your video. No, you didn't! It hasn't even been a minute. That was an automatic response, you liars. Do you not see how insulting that is to the people who work hard to put stuff on your platform? What is with this boneheaded decision? By demonetizing and age-restricting the video, YouTube's not going to make money off it anymore either. They were making 45% of the revenue from it, and now they're making nothing. Like, doesn't YouTube lose money every year? Don't they need all the money they can get? Why are they being so dumb? Oh, YouTube drives me nuts. And so, my appeal got immediately rejected. You can only appeal once because YouTube is dumb. But, so, one thing that I typically do when I'm left with no other option is I'll go to the help chat on YouTube, And the help chat can do absolutely nothing, by the way. I don't know what the point of the help chat is because they can't actually do anything. All they can do is refer you to the articles of guidelines, which are completely inconsistent anyway. But what I do in that help chat is I request to speak to a higher up so that I can actually get a human being's attention. This has worked before on certain videos. But, so I request to speak to a higher up, and the guy, so what happens is, like, there's no more live chat when that happens. Now, you get disconnected from the chat and you're going to receive an email from a higher up within 24 hours. So I receive the email, and this higher up and I are emailing back and forth for a while because this higher up, is like saying, oh, well, your video like violated the guidelines. And I said, my video did not violate the guidelines. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And this higher up says, well, your video's already been carefully reviewed. I said, no, it wasn't. You cannot review the entire 20-minute video within 30 seconds. And the higher up's like, oh, well, that's interesting. So they say, oh, we're going to review it again. And they take forever to review it again, by the way. I think they take about like a week or a week and a half to watch a 20-minute video. When you actually have a YouTube representative do their job, they take their sweet-ass time doing it. And then this is unbelievable. So in the end, after several emails, I get an email back where they say they have decided that the video is still a violation of their guidelines. But then, amazingly, in that same video, they admit that it isn't. In that same email, they admit that it isn't. Like, what? Like, you can see it. Here, I'll put it up. You can see them saying, oh, it's actually not violative of our self-harm policy, but we're still gonna keep it age-restricted and demonetized for reasons that they don't tell me. It's amazing. They haven't even addressed throughout all of this the whole frequent use of profanity thing, which is not in the video either. So what is going on? So I asked her, well, what is the reason you're still keeping it down? You just admitted that either somebody lied or somebody screwed up. So why can't the video go back up? And nothing. I get ghosted after that. I never got another email. Probably because they realized, oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't be admitting our screw-ups. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how anyone can... Look, it's okay to make a mistake, but make it right when you realize you made a mistake, YouTube. This is ridiculous. So what was I left with to do? Well, I re-uploaded the video. I edited out that whole cliff diving scene, and I guess that was the problem. And amazingly, now there's no frequent use of profanity flag. So I re-uploaded the video, and you guys were great. You got that video up to 200,000 views, which I really appreciate, you guys. But it hurts, The last video had nearly 2 million views, and now all of that is gone. That video was pulling in so many new people and driving traffic to everything else, and now all of that is gone. That video was passively making me a little money every day that I could use, for other stuff, but now all of that is gone. My analytics have plummeted ever since this happened. And I know I shouldn't be super reliant on one video. I'm trying to get more videos out there. But, I don't have control over what goes viral and what doesn't most of the time. Obviously, there are little tweaks I can do. But when something goes really viral, I get really proud of it and really happy about it. And then for YouTube to, amazingly, when I don't have to deal with copyright BS, I feel like I don't need to be worried about this video. There's no one claiming copyright. There's no one causing problems. The one time I don't have to deal with Hollywood, YouTube steps in and goes, what's this, success? Are you doing well? No, we can't have that. Get rid of it. Get rid of that. It's amazing how anti-creator YouTube is. Why don't you want your creators to succeed? This is stupid behavior. They confessed that they were in the wrong, but in that same email they said, we're not going to do anything about it, though, because you're still in the wrong, even though we're saying we're in the wrong. What is wrong with you, YouTube? YouTube never tells you what the problem is, and amazingly on another video, I got a little more insight into that. So a little while ago, my short video, Aztec Yo Mama Jokes, also got age-restricted and demonetized, and the reason for that was promoting hatred against a particular protected group. I think that's just a fancy way of saying the video's racist. Yeah, I was apparently promoting hatred and discrimination with my Aztec Yo Mama jokes video. Against who? Mamas? Like, I do Yo Mama jokes videos about in every single culture, but when we do it for Aztec, oh no, that's unacceptable. You can do 4 Greek Yo Mama jokes videos, you can do a Japanese one, a Chinese one, a Native American one, and an Egyptian ones and Norse ones, but the Aztecs, no, don't you dare involve Mexican culture in your video. What are you talking about, YouTube? So this was another situation where I reached out to YouTube and asked, hey, like, maybe I'm in the wrong, maybe I'm not, but I need you to tell me why I'm in the wrong so that I can find out what I need to change in the future. If I'm in the wrong, I'll make changes. If I'm not in the wrong, then you guys have made a mistake and just undo it. Like, I was very polite about it, but they kept giving me the runaround. They kept constantly just saying, oh no, your video's promoting hatred. And I was like, how? And they just said, well, we don't allow videos that promote hatred. How? And this kept going on for several emails. And then in one email, I just outright said, how is it promoting hatred? What part of it is discriminatory? Can you just tell me what exactly part of the video is a problem? When did I promote discrimination? What did I say that was bad? And then I get a response, and granted, the guy was nice about it, but the guy responded, this is unbelievable, we're not allowed to tell you exactly what's wrong with the video. We're not allowed to tell you why the video was flagged. YouTube, are you kidding me? Your employees are not allowed to tell the creators what they're being punished for. I don't even blame the employees for that, but still. Are you insane? Do you realize what kind of mismanagement that is? You would not accept that in any other medium. You would not accept that at any other job or in any other scenario. Can you imagine being at work and suddenly HR comes over to you and goes, hey, you're fired or put on sabbatical for violating an HR policy. Well, what did I do to violate that policy? Well, we can't tell you. That would not fly. That would never fly. Hey, you're being fired for sexual harassment. What? Who did I sexually harass? We can't tell you. On a football field, hey, buddy, you're out of the game. What? Well, you broke a rule in the game. Well, what rule did I break? Oh, we can't tell you. Hey, buddy, police, you're under arrest. What am I under arrest for? We can't tell you. It's not acceptable anywhere. And it's not acceptable here, YouTube. This is not okay. You can't do that. It's a fancy way for YouTube to cover their ass, to be able to just dole out whatever punishments they want and not have to justify it because they won't allow their creators to have the info on what's actually going on. Because YouTube knows they're mismanaging everything. They know they constantly screw up and have no idea what they're doing. That's why they won't allow their employees to actually tell the creator what's going on. I bet you any amount of money the employees don't know what's going on either. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier, I swear to God this is true. I unfortunately don't have a screenshot, but I swear to God this is true. When I was disputing the Aztec Yo Mama joke thing, I started out in the help chat, and I tried asking the help chat guy, hey, what's wrong with the video? And the help chat guy at first said, well, it looks like it was flagged for hateful content. I said, yes, but what part of the video is hateful? In what way did I violate that? And the help chat guy said to me, I swear, he said, I honestly don't know, I can't tell. He said, I can't tell what you did wrong in the video. And I was like, well, great, so can we remove the restriction? He says, well, unfortunately, I'm not able to do that, but I will pass it along to the people who can. And then the people who can gave me that runaround and told me it wasn't going to get removed and told me they're not allowed to tell me why. This is ridiculous. And, you know, even when YouTube does admit they were wrong, they don't do anything to help. Now, some time ago when I put up my Every Inaccuracy in God of War 2 video, that video was a lot of work. It was a follow-up to the wildly successful God of War 1 video, and also, it had a sponsor on it. The sponsor was excited to sponsor it because the previous video got 700,000 views in 30 days, and everything was going great. I put it up, it was doing great, it got 20,000 views on the first day, it was going, and then YouTube suddenly age restricted and demonetized it. I was like, what? And there wasn't even a reason. There wasn't a reason why it was demonetized and age restricted and pulled out of the algorithm. And so I appealed it. I was like, listen, I didn't do anything wrong in this video. Can you remove it? And the next day, thank God, YouTube did say, oh, yeah, this isn't a violation of our guidelines. And they removed the restrictions. But at that point, it's too late. Because now the video has been yanked out of the algorithm when it was doing so great. It's been yanked out of the algorithm, and the views were minuscule after that. The video just barely broke like 150K views in the first 30 days, which is great, but it was a huge disappointment to the sponsor. I was in the middle of negotiating with that sponsor for a higher rate because we had done so well on previous videos, but it didn't happen because of that underperformance. YouTube sabotaged my ability to have more leeway with my sponsors with that bull crap that they didn't even give me a reason for. You know, YouTube, again, it's okay to make mistakes if you admit them and do something to make it right. Give the video an algorithm boost when that happens. Or, like, give the creator a little bonus as an apology. Obviously, I never expect that to happen, but give the video an algorithm boost. You can do that. Why don't you do that? Because they don't care. YouTube does not care. They don't know how to run a business. It's ridiculous. And it's only gotten more ridiculous recently with this horrible new change, which they've recently implemented, where now any single video at all with a single swear word in the first 15 seconds of the video is demonetized. And this has happened to several of my Let's Plays. And it's amazing. Like, it also happened to my God of War 1 highlights video, which, this is incredible. That video was cleared ahead of time by, like, YouTube's checking system. I'm going to tell you about YouTube's system. When you upload a video, first it uploads, first it prepares, then it uploads. When it's uploaded, then the processing begins. Processing is so that the video is in higher quality, like HD. And then after that, it goes through the checking process, where, I guess, like a bot or something, like, waves through YouTube to see, waves through the video to see if there's any policy-violating content. I don't really know how it works. But, and if it gets cleared 100%, then that's when I make the video public. I'm like, okay, cool. Video went well. There's no restrictions, no demonetization. Video go public. And that video was doing better than all my previous Let's Plays. Honestly, my Let's Play highlights only get a few thousand views each, but that's fine, you know, people watch what they want to watch. But the God of War one got like 10,000 views on the first day, and it was doing great, but then suddenly, again, because out of nowhere, YouTube demonetized it, even though it had already been cleared. The same crap that happened with the God of War 1 video, and the same crap that happened with the God of War 2 video. This doesn't make any sense, first of all. By the way, something on the God of War 2 video that doesn't make any sense. If the bot cleared it, why did it then get demonetized later? Because either a bot went through it again and demonetized it even though it was cleared, or a human went and demonetized it. But then when a human looked at it later, it got remonetized. YouTube doesn't make any sense. So this Let's Play of mine got completely demonetized, and I looked at it, I was like, did I even swear in the first 15 seconds of this? And this is hilarious. So apparently in the first 15 seconds of that video, at one point I go, oh shit, but I don't finish it. I just say that. I stopped myself like in that, which is amazing that that still counts as a swear, because that's a tactic Hollywood uses all the time to avoid R ratings in their films, including in like the trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Oh, and you know what else got demonetized? When I put up my last compilation, that video got demonetized for frequent profanity. Again, despite the fact that I don't swear once in that entire video. Fortunately, when I appealed that one, it got undone. And fortunately, that was before the video went public. So that one has a happy ending, but why did that even happen in the first place? It makes no sense, YouTube. Your system is inconsistent. Your system does not work. You need to do something about this. You can't just keep wiping your butt with your creators. YouTube doesn't care about creators. I don't want to hear any more BS that they do. I'm sick and tired of it. YouTube will constantly get involved in ways that make their creators' lives worse. But when you actually want them to get involved, they won't. Case in point, when I put up the Watching Gods of Egypt video, and it got a copyright claim before I made it public. So I went through the proper steps to get that claim released. Then when I made it public, by the end of the day, a second copyright claim went on it for the exact same part of the video, which is not supposed to be allowed. And I reached out to YouTube and said, hey, this isn't supposed to be possible. Once you clear a claim, you're not supposed to be able to get the exact same claim from the exact same company on the exact same part of the video. And YouTube just went, yeah, well, I mean, you're going to have to talk to the company about that. And I said, well, what about you guys? Don't you have, like, a system to prevent that from happening? YouTube responded to me by saying, nah, we're not allowed to get involved in that stuff. Okay, so you'll get involved when it hurts creators, but you can't have it both ways, YouTube. You can't, like, when something bad happens to creators, be all like, oh, no, we're hands off, okay? This is a free market. We're hands off. It's a Wild West. You guys are going to have to deal with it amongst yourselves. But when there is no copyright bullshit and there's nothing wrong happening to a video, YouTube will come in and go, well, wait a minute. Let's see if there's anything we can... I don't know. Literally every creator has, like, said stuff like this before, and every single creator has said how much they hate this new stupid swearing policy. Fortunately, my re-upload of, God of War 1 isn't having any problems, but God, I miss having that 2 million view video up with those thousands of comments. It feels like book burning to, like, not have that up anymore. I hate that, it got age restricted, and a lot of the wonderful people who made that video possible aren't allowed to watch it. So that's why I re-uploaded it. Unfortunately, the re-upload is there. You guys have been great, by the way. You guys, I saw when I re-uploaded the video, a lot of people commenting, hey, I'm just re-watching it to try to get it back where it was. Thank you. That's very sweet. I hope you guys know you don't owe me that, by the way. You owe me nothing. You owe me absolutely nothing. Like, I'm not coming to your house and doing favors for you. I'm just a guy who makes videos online, and I'm very honored that you guys enjoy them. But yeah, also when I finally got the copyright claim cleared on that Watching Gods of Egypt video, like, I hadn't made any money up until that point because of the copyright claim, and a bunch of you guys, when I jokingly said in my community post, I was like, hey, if anyone wants to go rewatch this video, that'd be fun. I was kidding. I really was kidding, but a ton of you guys actually went and did that, and I really appreciate that. That's really sweet of you guys. And I really appreciate those of you who are supporting me on Patreon. It's really above and beyond, and it really touches me that some of you guys are willing to do that. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to yell at YouTube and let you guys know just how dumb YouTube is being. Like, it's amazing how sometimes they will refuse to admit their mistake and, and not tell you what the problem is. Sometimes they will admit their mistake, but the damage is already done. Or sometimes they'll literally do both at once, like with the God of War 1 video. They will admit their mistake while still refusing to admit their mistake. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, don't worry guys, I'm not quitting. I just needed to get the anger out. Like, oh man, I needed to vent. But yeah, again, you guys are an amazing community. I know a lot of you are like, where's the God of War 3 video? Shane's still editing it. He's had a lot going on, so apologies for the delay on that, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. It's actually about 2/3 of the way done, I believe. Actually, maybe more like 3/4 of the way done. But it's in the final step. That's the important thing for you guys to know. Thank you for getting the God of War video up to 200,000 views again. Thank you for going and rewatching the Watching Gods of Egypt video. That was very nice of you. Thank you for the continued support and all the wonderful comments I get from you guys. Thank you so much to the Patreon supporters. Unfortunately, I don't have my computer with me right now. But you guys will get shouted out, obviously, at the end of every inaccuracy video and review video. You guys are awesome. I don't know how to end videos.